All right, everybody, this is L.A. Kendrick, and I'm back. Haven't done one of these in a while, but I'm going to try to change the name up to Would You Dare. Originally, it was called the House of Havoc, a.k.a. the Crib of Chaos, and we just tell horror stories here. And we get them from actual accounts and facts. So, while I have some darkness outside, let me try to go ahead and see if you would dare listen to this story, and would you dare enter where this person and this friend of mine dared with her female friends to go venture into. So what we're going to be discussing today is what she claims to be a wraith. She says she saw this back when she was about 15 years old, and she didn't know what it was. It was an old house back home, and it was kind of well, it wasn't kind of, it was really dilapidated, because I know which house she's talking about. And she said that it scared the devil out of her and some friends that went in. So she thinks she saw a wraith. So let's try to discuss what a wraith is. We've done some research on it, and just going to try to touch on what a wraith is, okay? So you guys tell me what you think. So they say little is known about wraiths and their powers and despair, right? These creatures are a type of Scottish ghost that had a history in black magic and sorcery during its lifetime. Wraiths are said to be creatures that are created when something goes wrong in spell casting. This is most often the result of witchcraft or a wizard who tried unsuccessfully to extend the years of their lifespan, or to try to manipulate time in some form or other. The result is tragic. In some capacity, they get their wish, and they're now immortal beings with incredible power. The price they pay, however, is extremely high. Their souls are taken away, and they're condemned to never reach the spirit realm. This would be a pretty terrible fate, considering that the spirit realm is often thought to be something similar to heaven in most cultures, and is at least, very least, considered to be an afterlife. Wraiths are denied this privilege and are forced to wander between dimensions for eternity. So they don't die either. They don't die and they don't die and they don't live. So they're basically in purgatory. They say here there are thought to be several kinds of wraiths, but most wraiths are evil creatures that seek to steal the souls of others. With a single touch, the wraith is able to drain the life force out of a person and steal the soul. Whenever they steal the soul of a person, the victim is cursed to wander with them forever, unless, of course, that wraith is killed. Now, she said it was all dark and black and looked like it was cloaked in something. Like the outfit that it had on was all tattered. And it just kept wandering around the room, and then it chased them out of the building. That's what she claims. I've really never known her to be a liar, so, I don't know. We're just covering the bases. Wraiths are very powerful creatures and are therefore extremely difficult to overcome. They can only be defeated by a holy presence or weapon. Being pure evil, they are not able to withstand holiness of any kind and will either be forced to retreat or destroyed by the opposing force. It is important, however, that a wraith be killed if attacked. If a wraith is able to escape, it may become furious that it was attacked and will release its rage on the world. A wraith's anger is so powerful that it emitted in waves of energy from the creature can steal the will to live from entire villages. That's pretty tough. When the villages are no longer able to withstand the depression brought onto their lives by the wraith, the creature will take their souls and continue on its aimless journey. And they're trying to give you types of wraith. Let's see if what she went through was the type of wraith that she was talking about, right? A second kind of wraith, let me see. Lore tells us that there are several types of wraiths. The most common kind of wraith is, and has been described above, as an extreme rage that motivates its actions. Some variations of this type of wraith are incredibly intelligent and capable of holding grudges into their undead state. They will target an individual that they perceive has wronged them, until they have captured the soul and can force them to wander outside of the spirit world for eternity. A second kind of wraith Wraith is described as being a parasitic kind of ghost demon. These creatures are demons that inhabit any type of empty space until they find a human to meld with. Now, what I also found was that they say that wraiths and ghosts and demons can't occupy the same space, because they say that wraiths will actually steal the life force of demons and ghosts. So, hey, there's that. There's that. It is unlikely that the affected person will ever know that they've been possessed by this demon. Because one lore says demons and wraiths are completely different. So I believe that. They do seem like they're completely different entities. It is unlikely that the affected person will ever know they've been possessed by this demon. This type of wraith has also not believed to hold any sort of magical powers of its own. While it does have the power more than a human, it will not exercise these powers over the will of the human, making it very unlikely that the powers will ever be discovered. There are, however, a few cases in which humans develop demonic powers because of wraith possessions. Perhaps the most notable thing about this wraith type, however, is its ability to procreate. When a human has been possessed with this type of wraith, it mates with another human. Part of the wraith will bond to the unborn child. The soul of the child melds with the wraith, creating a blood child. There is also a variation of a wraith called a voror, VOROR. This wraith has sometimes referred as a watcher or warden. This type of wraith follows the soul of a person from time to time, from the time they are born to the time they die. This is the only type of wraith that is not considered malevolent. Let me see what it looks like and see if it matches up with what she says she saw. The majority of wraiths have never been seen in person, though there are some vague details about their appearance that are known. There are some legends that describe the wraiths as being dark entities with black cloaks. Okay, she says she saw that. Their arms and legs are corpse-like and extremely thin. Additionally, the faith of the wraith is either skeletal or an endless black hole. There are also legends that say the wraiths do not look like anything. They are simply evil entities that occupy any type of empty space they can find. That's pretty tough. So some of the description that she says she saw is accurate. We can say that. She says she saw some of it, and I can honestly say that her description fits what she saw. She couldn't see, as far as the arms and the legs and what have you, because it was dark. She just said she saw the dark cloak, and it came at them, and it was making a lot of noise, and it scared the girls so bad. The ladies, the females that were with her, and they just ran. So that's part of the lore. And again, they said it's from Scottish folklore. It's kind of weird. It's pretty intense, man. Also, it said that Wraith was an undead creature born of evil and darkness, despising light and all living things. They could drain the life form from living creatures, turning them into new wraiths upon death. Wraiths, however, are powerless in natural sunlight, appearing as a sinister, spectral figure robed in darkness. That's pretty tough. And again, just going to go over, some of the abilities. They say wraiths are able to consume the soul of their host by slowly draining it from the inside of their body. Once a wraith finishes consuming the soul of a host, his magical powers increase and leaves a soulless corpse behind him. So you got two different descriptions of their power. So I wonder what would have happened if those girls had, if it had caught up with them. What would they have done? That's pretty intense, man. So, what do you guys think, man? That's all I got. You think she was making it up? You think she really saw something? Have you seen anything? If you have, send me an email, shoot me an email, leave a description at the bottom, okay? Like, share, follow, and subscribe to the channel, okay? And at some point I will try to do actual live stories, okay? But what do you think? You think she's just full of crap? I mean, she seemed pretty scared when she was going over it, because like I say, now of course she's older, and she said she had never, she told a few people. And again, I know which place she's talking about. I know which house she's talking about, which building she's talking about. It is pretty creepy. And we never really went in. We would just break windows out, throwing rocks from the street. So whatever made those sisters, because it's funny that these black girls went in there, because sisters usually don't do any kind of extra spooky stuff like that. They usually try to play it safe. But I guess because she hung with us so much sometimes, that she felt pretty emboldened to go try to do things on her own, and take some girls with her. And she said she'd never been so scared in her life. So again, you guys, tell me what you think. This has been L.A. Kendrick from the House of Havoc, the crib, aka the Crib of Chaos. And would you dare do what she did? Let me know what you think. And until next time, you guys, check your closets, check under your beds. And when you're going home from work at night, check under your cars, because you never know what's waiting in the darkness, trying to make you a victim. And this is L.A. Kendrick asking you one question. Given the circumstances, would you dare?